Welcome back to our 30-day journey into the unknown. It's day 19, and tonight, we're talking about one of the most spine-chilling experiences a paranormal investigator can face: spending the night in a haunted hotel. But here's the thing, whether it's an old, abandoned hotel, or one still in use with a haunted reputation, the feeling is the same, the fear is real, and the question remains: how do you confront that fear when you're surrounded by the unknown? Fear, it's something we all experience, especially in places like haunted hotels, where every creak, every flicker of light, feels like it holds a deeper meaning. You're alone in your room, the building is silent, but your mind is racing. You start to wonder, is something else here with me? But to truly investigate the paranormal, you need to face that fear head on. So how do you do that? How do you stay focused when your heart is pounding and your instincts are screaming for you to run? The first step to facing your fear is to acknowledge it. Fear is a natural response to the unknown. It's not something you should try to ignore or suppress. In fact, fear can be a valuable tool in paranormal investigations. It sharpens your senses and makes you more aware of your surroundings. But fear becomes a problem when it takes over, clouding your judgment and making it hard to think clearly. In a haunted hotel, this can be especially true. The atmosphere itself can trigger fear. The long, empty hallways, the flickering lights, the feeling of being watched, all of these things build tension, and if you're not prepared, that tension can overwhelm you. Here's the key: control your mind before it controls you. A haunted hotel, like any haunted location, will test your limits. Your imagination will start filling in the blanks, turning every shadow into a figure, every sound into a whisper from beyond. But before you let your thoughts spiral, ground yourself in the moment. Ask yourself, is there really something here? Or is it just my fear taking over? Sometimes, it's helpful to focus on your breathing. Slow, deep breaths can calm your nervous system and keep your mind clear. When you're grounded and calm, you're more likely to notice genuine signs of paranormal activity, whether it's a drop in temperature, an odd sound, or something that can't be explained. Fear wants you to panic, but your best tool is staying rational. Now, let's talk about those moments when fear becomes overwhelming. What do you do when the hairs on the back of your neck stand up? When your gut is telling you that something is very wrong? In these moments, it's easy to feel powerless, but you have more control than you think. Fear is just a reaction, and it's important to remember that in most cases, it's your mind reacting to uncertainty, not to an actual threat. In a haunted hotel, where every sound seems amplified, and the darkness seems thicker, it's easy to lose perspective. But that's why you're here, to push those boundaries, to explore what lies beyond your comfort zone. Facing fear isn't about pretending it's not there. It's about acknowledging it and continuing to move forward anyway. Fear loses its power when you confront it. One practical way to face fear is to break the experience down into smaller, manageable moments. If you're staying overnight in a haunted location, don't think about making it through the entire night in one go. Focus on the next hour, the next few minutes. Investigate one room at a time. This keeps your mind from getting overwhelmed and helps you stay present. In the end, the more you face your fear, the more familiar it becomes. You might still feel a chill when you hear footsteps in an empty hallway, or see a door creak open on its own. But instead of letting fear take control, you can observe it for what it is: a moment, a reaction, not a threat. Remember, fear is a natural part of the paranormal investigation process, but it doesn't have to stop you from exploring what lies beyond. The unknown is only terrifying when we avoid it. By stepping into it, by challenging our fears, we grow stronger and more resilient. A haunted hotel, or any place with a reputation for paranormal activity, is not just about the ghosts or spirits that may linger there. It's also about confronting the parts of ourselves that are afraid of the dark, the unknown, the things we cannot explain. As we wrap up today's discussion, think about this: fear is just part of the journey. It's a reminder that you're stepping into unfamiliar territory, that you're pushing past the boundaries of comfort and into the unknown. But what's waiting on the other side? Maybe it's a deeper understanding of the paranormal. Maybe it's a greater sense of control over your own fears. Either way, by facing fear directly, you gain something invaluable, a greater understanding of yourself and the world around you. So whether you're investigating a haunted hotel or any other paranormal site, remember, fear is not your enemy. It's part of the experience. Embrace it, learn from it, and let it guide you. But don't let it control you. Thanks for joining me on day 19. Until then, stay curious, stay brave, and I'll see you on day 20.